Going on, everybody? It is me, Timmésha Burgess. This is Fireside Chats for Global Women because turning pain into power is sexy. And right now, I have my hand covering the screen because I'm literally sitting with a turmeric mask on, honey, looking like I'm looking. Edges are not laid, okay? They're typically not. I mean, I typically just brush and go, but you get my drift. Anyway, I wanted to share this quick message because this is Fireside Chats, and we chat about um, fiery topics. We chat about things that are typically swept under the rug in life, spirituality, in our minds, our bodies, all of our collective experiences. And so I'm just coming here to share an experience with y'all because I think this is a conversation that we need to be having more of. So here we go. When it comes to love and dating and matters of the heart and relationships and the dynamics between women and men, professional or personal, okay, not just matters of the heart, but professional and personal, in business, in our, in our love lives, in every facet of our lives, when it comes to the exchange between women and men, those born, when I say women, those born with uteruses, and men, those born with prostates. Okay. We're not going to get into the whole, title thing. I know it's a huge thing for a lot of communities, especially our LGBTQIA communities. I respect that. I get that. But right now we're not going into all of the titles we want to give ourselves. We're going to do away with the titles and we're going to talk about this as it relates to energy between beings. Um, but particularly between our masculine energies and our feminine energies. Ladies, uh, the masculines are following our collective lead. Okay? I'll say that again. The masculine energy is follow literally following our collective feminine lead, how we lead as feminines collectively. They are following that. They are watching that. They are responding to that. Um, they are reading that energy. Masculine energies read energy as well. And so my question is, what are we reflecting? What energies are we truly giving off to the energies? And I say that because, all right, so yesterday I mentioned to you all that that I was going on a date. And I have been, connecting with masculine energies just recently. I took a 5.5 year hiatus from dating, from relationships, for some time. Oh, let's say 5.5 years. Sorry, I was practicing celibacy and abstinence. Been doing that for 2.5 years, but actually, dating romantically, it's been longer than that. And I'm deciding to, connect again and spread this feminine energy and allow myself to be doted on and all of this good stuff because it's been such a journey. So anyway, here we are. Listen to my video from yesterday. And so I'm on this date, one of my most recent dates, and um, yesterday, and this guy and I are having a conversation about his experiences. With his experiences have been with women, and what my experiences have been in with men. And it's so interesting getting the male point of view. And this is a conversation I'm having on my date yesterday with this person. This is the same conversation I have had on my previous two dates as well. They weren't long drawn out conversations, but there were some mentions of it. Anyway, I'm noticing a theme, and the experiences that I I I I guess I kind of knew, but hearing it is a whole different thing. I mean, hearing it from the male perspective directly is a whole different thing. There are things that you know intuitively. There's things that you hear, I guess, throughout the grapevine, but it's something when you hear it consistently from the male point of view. And what I'm hearing consistently, ladies, from the male point of view is that women, many women, are communicating to men verbally, I mean, actually saying this, that what type of situationships they want, not relationships, not connections, not, not even friendships. They're not even saying friendships. Okay. There are women, and it seems the majority of men are meeting the majority of women who are positioning themselves to be bought or sold in more ways than one. Do you hear what I'm saying? Are positioning themselves to be bought and sold in more ways than one. Okay, so the person that I went out with yesterday says he's had many experiences or connected with many, women just throughout his life. Consistent, I don't know how many, but I don't know how many, I can't say how many, but consistently have connected with women, seemingly the majority of the time, with women who say that they want an exchange to be able to have sex with them. They want this type of thing. So my date yesterday said that a woman once told him that she wanted a mutually beneficial connection or relationship or thing or situationship. And he said that's the code word. When women are saying that's the code word. Have y'all heard of this code word? Right? This isn't the world that I'm normally in. This isn't usually the types of conversations that I'm having, but I had no idea there was some code word. And it's happening consistently across the board, ladies, where there are a majority of women, many, many women on our planet, again, those born with uteruses, who are positioning themselves like this. And I get it. I'm not hating on that. I'm not judging that. I get it. If that's how many of y'all are rolling, then roll on, float on, right? Not against that. I get it. You know, I'm not saying this is such a thing as sex work, but it could definitely be sex work. If so, I'm not against that. If that's what you do, do that and do it well. Okay. But if the majority of the women that men are meeting are of this caliber, then what perception do we think the majority of men are having of women overall? Right? Because, ladies, when we speak for ourselves, when we talk about some of the experiences we have, we think the majority of men are this way. Right? So, what I really want to say is, or part of what I think is really important is, there are those of us, few, that are here, that actually exist. And we know this because we wouldn't have Fireside Chats for Global Women if it weren't so. We wouldn't have all of the other, expressions of people on the planet who are having these types of conversations. These types of conversations wouldn't be happening. Us few who are here that are not the majority. And even in us few, there are still plenty. Ooh. Even with us few, there are still plenty. And so I'm putting this chat out. I'm kind of bringing this to the forefront because, again, I think it's important to bring to the forefront, to bring out of the shadows, to highlight and to shift the perspectives of the energies we're giving off to each other between women and men. And what I shared with my date, my friend yesterday, was now, was I said, now we have to get to a point where we are asking ourselves, who are we and what are we will we continue to attract or be attracted to that, right? Um, luckily in his, I'll say luckily in his case, because he's a man who knows who he is and what he wants, he quickly moved from those type of women. I want to say those type of women, from women who practice in that lane. Okay, he quickly moves on, but he's consistently meeting the same type, and um, and the experiences have been much the same for a lot of women. You know, connecting with people who solicit for sex in more ways than one, and sex and money, sex and money, sex and money, sex and money, all the time, sex and money, right? These are the two powerful commodities in our world, sex and money, right? Powerful because we've given them so much power. So, and they are powerful depending on how we, use it, how we activate it. And so I just wanted to talk about that. We can dive deep on the idea of sex and power. Um, you all know that my lane, my mission, part of my work, my life's mission and purpose is the ideas around sexuality and the ideas around power. So let's dive deep on that in some future casts. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to share this really quickly. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already, please subscribe here to Fireside Chats for Global Women because turning pain into power is sexy. I need some water. Um, Thank you to those of you who are subscribed here, who have been subscribing. I see you. You are welcome. Obviously, if you've been drawn here, then this is for you. I am for you, and you are for me. You are me, and me are you. Okay. So anyway, don't forget to get your copy of Activate, my first published book, a book I should say that was published through me, written through me. Activate, Unorthodox Philosophies that explore anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts as symptoms of suppressed superpower. You can find that on my website, TimméshaBurgess.com. Make sure to get you some merch and be a part of this movement of redefining sexuality and redefining power. You can get you some merch on my online shop. It's Alchemity. You can find that on my site as well, or you can visit my link tree. My link tree is in the About Me section right here on Fireside Chat. So go over there and check it out. Follow me on Instagram at Timmésha Burgess. You can follow Alchemity as well. That's ALCHEMINITY. Alchemity is alchemy, the divine femininity, divine masculinity, and sexuality and sensuality. So, alchemity. That's what it means, in case you were wondering. Anyway, we'll talk more about that in future casts. I'll see you all on the flip side. I'll chat with you on the flip side. Ciao for now.